of the things I like to do is kind of like get up early, just work out.
I mean, who's to blame? That's why I said, nice to meet you, señorita. Latina, she pa' boricua. She loves a lot of ahorita. That's why I said, nice to meet you, señorita.
This is a different kind of video showing you a technique that I think is really helpful whenever you're making beats or any sort of music for that matter. I don't think I've really seen this implemented on other videos. I may be wrong, but it's something that I like to use because I think it's really helpful. I like using a reference track. We all have that kind of like favorite song, top 5 songs. If you make music, you kind of like inspired by other music and use other like reference tracks or whatever. Reference tracks are mainly used for mixing. They give you kind of like an idea of what you want. So in mixing, you kind of like want a reference track, right? You want something that's already been produced, that's already been mixed, and ideally mastered, and you want to kind of like have your product sound similar to that. The beat making process is very similar, except we don't take the same approach, which would be like compressing, equalizing, stuff like that. I was thinking of an 808. And as I was kind of like a melody for the 808, coming up with that melody in the process of I was thinking of this song. It's a song that I heard like a while ago, really, like probably in the TikTok. I was trying to remember that song. That song is Love Me More by Trippie Redd, and it's one of those songs that kind of stumble in a video or something, and it's like, oh, there's a nice sound to it. I was immediately attracted to the sound. I don't really vibe with the lyrics though, but the sound is really solid. As I was adding that 808 melody, I noticed that it is fairly similar to that Trippie Redd song. I was like, man, that's actually wild. Listen to it again, I was like, it actually does sound very similar. Fast forward to now, I was like, man, let me do something very interesting. I went ahead and separated the instrumental and his vocal from that one song, Love Me More, and just put it here and fixed it to my tempo, which is 150. I think, I believe the tempo for the song is like 166, something like that. Fairly close. I was trying it out, kind of like to see if it would fit that genre, because I unconsciously I was leaning towards his genre or his type of sound, and then I remembered that while creating the 808, I thought that was crazy. I think it definitely helps using a reference song kind of like to inspire creating process. It definitely ignites a fire and kind of like helps you understand what elements you want to implement. A counter melody, a counter snare, a perk, a rim, some vocal chops or anything. I think it's definitely something that is worth kind of like looking into. In my case, it just happened to be this song that sounded fairly similar, but heck, you can use any song and try to implement it into your own beat creation process, and I guarantee it'll help you and it'll kind of like move you to that new sound. Let me show you what I got right now, that way you can see. After those pads, I have a synth. That's pretty solid, I'm telling you. To that, I was kind of like thinking in my head, trying to make a melody, and this is what I came up with. Pretty simple melody, nothing really crazy, but that together kind of sounds interesting. Of course, that hi-hat is crazy, desperately calling for a clap. Then after the clap, of course, we got a kick.
I wish that you would love me. I wish that you would love me more.
But that's pretty much everything for today. Catch you in the next one.